Hello friends, welcome to the session. In last session we learned about fetching data from API using XGS. In this session we will learn about navigating to different pages in React using React Router. So for that let's install our React Router dependency. So that is like we call it React Router DOM. So we will just install and save React Router DOM to our node modules folder and in our package.json file. So let it get installed. So till that let's clean up our app.js. So for now let's remove everything and we will just simply write here router DOM demo. So this XGS is no more required, so we can simply clean up. So let's see the UI. So we have React Router DOM demo. So let's let it get installed. So now we have successfully installed. So for React Router to operate, we need to specify the base router that gonna handle all the pages. So for that we will go into the index page and just above the app we will write browser router and we will close that, and you can see that browser router is being imported here from React Router DOM. So what it does is this browser router allows to use React Router inside this app component now. So we must wrap our app component with browser router in order to use React routes. So let's go inside the app, and here what we can do is we can just simply make a nav here ULLI, and here we will write home and we will write about and we will write then after about contact. So we have three pages, right? So for each three pages let's open one main tag and we will write switch. So what this switch does is here switch is also imported from React Router DOM. Switch is just like switch case. It allows the route to go in only one path. So we will inside switch we will define route. So route will have path, and for home we will have slash which is like nothing, just blank, and inside route let's not close, let's do self closing. So here what we will do is we will pass in component where we will pass home page. So we don't have yet made home page but we will make it. So another will be about and we will pass in about page, and another will be contact and we will pass in contact page. So we have to make home, about, and contact page now. So let's do it here. So let's make three file homepage.js, and here I will write RFC and I will hit tab. We have here home page, so this is home page. So let's again create another page, about page, and let's hit RFC tab, and this is about page. So let's do another. So contact page dot js. So here we will write RFC and we will write this is UNTCP contact page. So this page need to be imported here. Just we will hit control space and our intelligence will show up to import home page, and we have imported that. Control space import, control space import. So we have imported all the page now. So let's see in the UI what it is showing. So on going in the UI we are seeing this is home page, but we cannot switch between the pages now, right? So to do that, we need to add another component called link in this pages. So in home we will add link, which will be also imported from React Router DOM, and in link we will pass two props and which will say where we want to go. So like that we will wrap in home, and similarly we will just copy it and we will take about and we will write about. Here we will go in about. So in contact we will just write this and contact here, contact here. So this should work as this should work, right? So when I click on about, it is not going in the about, but the route changed here, but we don't see this is about page. When I click on the contact, neither we see this is contact page, right? So to fix that, what we need to do is we need to add one props here which is called exact. So let's write exact in every route. So what happened here is we are checking for slash route, slash about route and slash contact route, right? So slash about and slash contact also contain the slash, which is the condition to be in a home page. So our switch directly inserted in this route and thus neglected these two route. As a result, we never reach about page and contact page. So writing exact, what happened is all the route here defined should be matched in order to visit inside that component. So this will work as expected. So let's see. So in contact, here is slash contact, so we can see this is contact page. When I click on about, this is about page. When I click on home, this is home page, home, about, contact, right? So everything is working fine. But inside the contact page, let's say we have nested route. So here also we might have some route, right? So let's write switch and let's go on another route path is equal to, we already have slash contact here and slash contact, and we will pass in slash id like this. So this means the id is dynamic. So this is used, I will say later. So let's say contact item, or we can, like, instead of contact we can make it to do page and we can say to do item, but I did contact, so let's let it contact. We are learning route here. So contact item is not made, so here let's quickly make contact item.js. So let's do rfc, and here what we can write is this is untcp contact item page. So here if the contact have some id, then we will render contact item, but this is not imported. Let's import it. So to go in this route we need a linked button, right? So here we will just give some break line, and here I will bring link and I will write 2 is equal to slash untct contact, and I will go to testing. I will not write id there, but I will write testing or whatever. You can write anything inside here that will match this path. So for that, go to testing, I will write here. So here let's pass in exact match as well. This is not required in this case because slash contact and something need to be matched. So if that is matched, and that is almost exact because we don't have something after that. So Let's now see what is happening in the UI. So when I go to contact page, I am seeing go to testing. So when I go to testing, see nothing is rendered now because the testing page is empty. So let's go to the testing page, a contact item page. Oh, so what happened is I understand. So I am going inside contact and this route only exists inside the contact page, right? But when I go to contact slash testing, what happened is inside this app we have our exact match here. This exact match failed, as a result that was unmounted, so we need to remove exact from here. So let's see what happens. So here is, this is contact item page, but let's say it is a block slash some id and we need to catch this id inside here. So how can we do that? So to do that, let's go into the contact item page and here we can have a props called match. So what this match content is, it contains various things and one of them is params. One of them is params and here we have a param called id, right? So we will match param with id and let's see in the UI what is happening. So here we have testing. So if I write anything here and enter, and this will be our id. So that is how we can make like dynamic routes and we can make like sub routes in React. So now we have seen like navigating to the route using link, and we have seen shop page, shop routes, and like route parameters as well. So we can encounter a different situation like that. When we log in, the request need to be coming from the server, and after login is validated from our JavaScript logic, we need to navigate to some different page, right? So to do that, let's go in the home page and here after that just make a button, just make a button, button or bottom, bo, I think bo, button, and this is go to about. So on click that, we have on click event in bottom, right? So on clicking the bottom, we need to go to this event. But see what we have is we have the app, and how can we go here? So to do that, we need to use with router hook. So what with router hook does is it takes in the app component and add some props inside this app. So we can access one prop here called history. So inside our logic we will write history dot push and we will go to slash about. So let's see in UI what is happening. So with router is not defined, I guess we have not defined it, so just hit control space and define it, and it will be coming here in React router DOM. And let's save it and let's see everything is good. Home, about, contact, testing, everything is working. Let's see, go to about, then we navigated to about page. So this is useful, like this logic is useful like when we do login and we don't have this link tag, so someone going and clicking after login is validated, we need to do it from logic. So in JavaScript logic we will write history.push. So that is using with router hook. So inside this our component, inside this component we don't need to use with router hook. Let's go into the like about page, and here we will write go to home, a button with go to home. So on clicking this button we need to go to home, right? So the same code history dot push, and we will go to slash this time because slash is our home. So history will be coming from here, but we don't need to like wrap in this about page with router. I will say why. So let's go in home and we will go to about, and here is home. So history dot push state happening. So this is just push. So let's go to home, and we go to home, we go to about, we go to home. So this is working fine, but how it worked, like we don't wrap in with router and still we managed to get history. But how that happened is because we have this component inside our route component. So what happened is this route automatically pass in history props to this component. Similarly, how we are getting this match is this inside this contact page, this route component is passing history as well as match to this component. So let's see what what are the parameters we get here. So not just history, we will replace it with props, and we will write here props dot history, and for seeing what we are getting from the route, we will just simply console log and see props. So let's see in the UI, let's go in the console and in home, in about. So in about we are getting something, right? See, here is history, here is match, and here is location. So location contain about something about this path details, and match contains something about like something about this parameters. Parameter is empty. So history is like it contains some functions to go back and forward like that. So that is how React router works. So this is all the methods we use in React router, and one last thing that is remained is navigation link. So what is navigation link? So let's go on the app real quick, and just let me replace this link with nav link. So this nav link will work as a link. Let me replace it. So what is special about nav link is we can always pass active class name, and let me write it active, and here also let's say active class name and active, and here also active class name active, and we will write exact as well. So what this does is whenever this route exact matches, then the class name active will be added to this nav link component. So we can write some css in this active. So in let's go to the index and write some css in our that nav link component is actually our anchor tag. So in anchor, if we have active, then we will write like color red, and we will give it font size, font weight bold. So let's see how it work in the UI. So currently we are in about page. So about is like red and bold. So when I go to home, home is red and bold. When I go to contact, contact is red and bold. So this is helpful while creating the navigation bar in the website. So that's all about React routing in this session, and in next session we will learn about render props. So thank you for watching.